Welcome back to Red Hawk Media. In follow-up to our Final Cut Pro Basics tutorial, we have a very quick one on how to export from Final Cut here. So let's take a look at it. I've got my project all put together in my timeline here. So assuming you've already done this part, we are now ready to share the project. I'm going to show you a bunch of different locations for this, so let's take a look. If we go up to File and we go to Share, we've got this whole list of different things that we can do with sharing it. The main one that you're probably going to use on a regular basis is the master file. Master file works really well to get the file by itself, and if you click on that, it'll bring up a whole slew of different options. Now, this looks very similar to iMovie here. It'll show you all your project details, and then your info. You can go ahead and set this up, and we can say I have Final Cut Pro exporting. Okay, and then I can check the settings and make sure that I've got the proper settings here. Apple ProRes 422 being kind of the high quality one. If we go 422 HQ and even higher than that, it becomes bigger and bigger file sizes, assuming that your camera is actually capable of shooting at this quality. Now, if you're going to stream your video, you can go H.264, which will make it more streamable and more friendly, and that will work a whole lot better here. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. And then the next thing is to click Next. Okay. Oh, one more thing just to point out here. If you don't want this to be, actually that it's not showing up that it's going to put it into my library here. That's an iMovie thing. So I click Next. Sorry about that. And then I go ahead and give it a name, and then I go ahead and click Save, and it's going to start the exporting process. Just to show you something, though, about this, because a lot of people assume the moment you click Export, it's all done. I click Save, and now it's exporting here. Click on the middle bar here and don't move it around so I can actually see the progress, but this little percentage indicator in the middle here will show the percentage of what it's doing with the exporting process. If I want to see it, I can double click on it, and then it brings up my background tasks, and then I can see it actually sharing here. Now, if I made a mistake, I want to cancel it out, I can go ahead and hit X here, and then it's all done, and we don't have to worry about that. Okay, that's one of the areas. So File, just to recap, File, Share, Master File. That's one of the ways we can go about it. If you are more of like a quick menu kind of person, over here on the far right side, we've got the same exact thing, but we've got some visuals to go along with it. Okay, so I can go with the master file again. It'll bring up all the same stuff. Now, you could export directly to YouTube. You can log into your account and all that. What I've found is with larger file sizes, it tends to have lots of errors. So I usually go to master file first and then upload from there. Okay, go ahead and dig around with some of the different locations that are on there. You can even add locations on here. So if you're not seeing what you want to export to in your list here, you can add that on. So for instance, one of the things that never shows up in there is to save the current frame. A lot of times we want to get a freeze frame. So you can click on this and you can drag it in. I've already got it on my list. If you use any of these other services or anything like that, you can go ahead and drag those in there if you're more of a Vimeo person versus YouTube, whatever it may be. But you get the idea. It's all set up for us. And that's a really quick once over on the exporting here from Final Cut Pro. Okay, thanks for joining us for another episode of Red Hawk Media. Bye.